Good morning.
Good morning. I don't see Commissioner Glenn on, but we'll go ahead and get started for the sake of timeliness. And you'll have to accept my apologies for Paw Patrol in the background. My daughter's classroom was closed today. So
Can't hear yet.
So we're hanging out today. All right, so it's 9:03 a.m. on December 10th, 2020, and this is a special meeting. There she is. And this is a special meeting of the Lake County Board of County Commissioners for the intent of holding and opening a public hearing on the 2021 budget. And so at this point, that's all we have on our agenda. However, I would like to potentially add to that agenda for today a formal vote on the allocation of monies to the Economic Development Corporation for CARES funds.
And maybe unmet needs too.
Oh, okay. And Unmet Needs Committee. At this time, is there any objection to that, or can I have a motion to add that to our agenda today?
Yeah, I'll move to add to our special meeting agenda the allocation of CARES funding for EDC and unmet needs.
I will second that. Any further discussion, Commissioner Mudge?
I just want to mention that the intention was to address this earlier in the week at our gosh, what day is it? Our special meeting. Was it last week or this week? It might have been last week.
No, I think it was this Monday.
Okay, and
it's
we
okay. It's our
failed to
147th meeting this week.
So we had CARES funding, and we had what was the, oh my goodness, I apologize, I'm totally botching all this, but anyway, we failed to do that. And I just want to mention that we have talked about this and talked about our CARES funding through multiple work sessions, showing our draft. So this is not a new topic or a surprise to the board. And we certainly need to get these balls rolling quickly before the end of the year to follow criteria for spending the CARES dollars.
Yeah. All right. So with that, and no further discussion from myself, all those in favor, aye?
Aye.
All right. So today we're here with the intent of opening the public hearing on the 2021 budget for Lake County government. The budget document is not completely final at this point. We have a few straggling items that we need to ensure that are included, such as some equipment for the landfill and potentially sheriff's office adjustments that we want to discuss tomorrow. And so with that, I will go ahead and open the public hearing today at 9:06. If you are on the phone and would like to speak about the budget, please do so now.
Hi, this is Ken Olson on the phone.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, so the question I have is, I presume that the county budget was available at the clerk's office, is that correct?
Yes, there was a copy presented and put out for display in the clerk's office in October as our preliminary,
Okay.
and we will have a final copy available as well.
So the question I have is, what is your net mill levy projected to be?
We don't know yet.
At this point in the budget, it is staying the same as it was in the prior year.
Okay, that was what I needed to know.
Okay.
That answers my question.
Okay. Do you have any further questions or comments on the budget, Ken?
No, I actually didn't look at the budgets, but I'm dreadfully concerned with the mill levy.
Sure. Marcella, this is Crystal. There is a copy of the prelim budget also on the new county website under the finance department. So the prelim is also available, so you don't have to necessarily come to the courthouse to pick up a copy. You can retrieve it off the county website as well.
And where on the new county website is it located? I tried to locate it, but I was unsuccessful.
It is going to be under the finance department.
Okay.
And I can try and pull that up and share it if you all wanted.
Yeah, that'd be great, Crystal. I was just moving to do the same.
Okay. Let me share
but
my quick.
and if you could put, once you get that pulled up, we can put that in the link in the chat. Yeah, awesome.
Okay. So it's going to be under the finance department.
So if I go to departments, where would I find finance department?
So when you go to
Right
departments,
in the
there's
middle.
a drop-down list. I don't know if you can see my screen, Ken, or if you are only on the phone.
I'm only on the phone.
Okay. I will send you a direct link. I think I have your email, but if you want to give me that, I will send you a direct link to that as well.
So let's see, it says, okay, right there, preliminary budget for 2021.
Yep, did you find?
Okay, and that's the consolidated budget sheet. Okay.
So, and that was the one that was presented in October.
Is there there's no indication on the budget of what the mill levy is proposed to be, right?
Not in that preliminary document, no.
Right. Okay, so it's just the recap by fund, and then it spills out to the departments.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's good. I can amuse myself at length. Yeah, those are the only items I have. That you're keeping the mill levy and the mill levy rate reduction credit the same is important for me to know.
Yes, thank you, Ken.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any further public comments at this time? No? All right, seeing no further public comment, I will close this public hearing at 9:11 a.m. on 12/10. When we are presented with the final budget for adoption on 12/15, we will also have an opportunity at that time to accept public comment. And we will work diligently to get that posted onto our website prior to December 15th for public review and inspection. Commissioner Lewis, do you have anything else to add?
I was just wondering if you maybe wanted me to read the budget message draft into the record as it stands right now, or
Sure.
do we want to go through that on Friday?
If you'd like to read the draft, that would be wonderful now.
Okay. I'll share my screen. All right. Oh, well, there we go. Look at that. Got to change that. All right. The 2021 Lake County budget has been prepared by the Lake County Budget Officer under the direction of the Board of Lake County Commissioners as required by Colorado Budget Law, CRS 29-1-1031E, pursuant to CRS 29-1-1022. The modified accrual basis of accounting is used by Lake County. Under the modified accrual basis of accounting, revenues are recognized when susceptible to accrual. Expenditures are recorded when the related fund liability is incurred. The 2021 budget has been prepared pursuant to CRS 29-1-1032 and is in conformance with Colorado law. As required by statute, the major features in the budget are included in this budget message. And so I just want, before I continue on, I've made changes obviously from the 2021 budget message, and hope that we can get I can get some more feedback from the board regarding, how this reads. But as the draft reads currently, and we have to put in some numbers, final numbers in here, which we will, I think, be able to get down to at the beginning of next week, Monday or so. So continuing on, the Board of County Commissioners will maintain the mill levy at X. Lake County strives to set a conservative budget overestimating expenditures and underestimating revenues. The 2020 budget actuals are estimated to come in approximately X budget for expenditures over revenues, with the 2021 projected general fund balance. And I guess we don't yet know improved, but this is what we had in last year, to X from original estimations of X, and a total fund balance across funds estimated at X dollars. This is improvement from conservative estimates set for 2019. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. The 2021 budget shows an estimated X overage for expenditures over revenues, with a total projected general fund balance of X dollars and a total balance across funds of X dollars. So again, we just need to fill those in once we get some of those other details mentioned by Commissioner Marcella ironed out. And I do have a couple of answers from our work session yesterday from some of the questions. Health insurance premiums for Lake County maintain with no increase from 2020. The county will continue to contribute 75% of healthcare premiums for all eligible employees. A discretionary 2% award has been budgeted for county employees for 2021. The county will again partner with economic development and community development entities with the following contributions to the Leadville Lake County Economic Development Corporation at $125,000, Lake County Community Fund at $40,000, Cloud City Conservation Center at $35,000, and Advocates of Lake County at $4,000. Applications were submitted with financial information of how county contributions will be leveraged to continue long-term planning for Lake County. Lake County will continue with pass-through dollars to St. Vincent's General Hospital District to fund EMS for the county for the voters from the voters' decision in the 2015 election. Though we may face challenges exacerbated by COVID-19, the board maintains priorities and key investments meant to increase revenues and maintain services for the community. The Board of County Commissioners will continue to work with departments and elected offices to manage the budget around strategic planning. The following are budget highlights and commentary on several of the funds that are maintained by the county. General Fund. The General Fund continues to provide funding for the general operations within the county. Some of those departments that are funded by the General Fund include commissioners, clerk and recorder, treasurer, assessor, sheriff, recreation, building and land use, library, finance, and veteran services. Maintaining and upgrading the aging infrastructure continues to be recognized as a priority by the county, and we will be incorporating these responsibilities under Public Works in an assistant director role to better assess and implement maintenance, repair, and replacement plans across county facilities as we move into 2021. The county has received grant funding from the Department of Local Affairs to split the costs of positions of county manager or administrator over the next 3 years. This position will greatly assist in proper operations of the county and has been highlighted as a gap through COVID-19 response and recovery. The county will be able to identify and pursue acquisition of property as a site for the Justice Center in the beginning of 2021. The BOCC will budget to continue the planning process for the Justice Center through 2021. Again, then the next paragraph then says expenditures are set at what dollar amounts, and then the transfers to each fund, which has not yet been specifically determined. Road and Bridge Fund. Road and Bridge will continue to provide road maintenance and improvements to the county's approximately 360 lane miles of documented roads, as well as continue to provide maintenance and service to other county departments with vehicles and equipment. This department operates under revenues generated by taxation outside local property taxes, i.e. Highway User Tax Fund, special ownership tax, and payments in lieu of taxes. Culvert and bridge repairs and replacements were completed in 2020, as well as the completion of a pavement management plan. The department will continue to move towards the evaluation and implementation of a fleet replacement program, saving significant costs on maintenance of older equipment, among other efficiencies. Road and Bridge will also purchase new heavy equipment through their funds. Airport Fund. The large runway project has been completed in 2020 with full general aviation operations resuming. The county plans to strategically plan for increased promotion and utilization of the airport in the region. Landfill Fund. The landfill continues to generate revenue for the county. The county continues to pursue certification for expansion in order to better cover operations and maintenance costs of the landfill, as well as preparing for expansion costs. Prices will increase as of January 2021. Non-compacted and compacted trash fees will increase from $5 each, and yellow prepaid trash bags will increase in price by $1. Recycling program demand continues to grow through the community, and the drop-off sites are utilized fully. Public Works has received a grant for the complete replacement cost of a roll-off truck, which will improve recycling services. The process of recycling, however, is challenging across the nation. The county will need to adjust its activities to meet national and global trends. And then I don't know, again, it says X transfer from the general fund for 2021, if we in fact transfer anything. Lake County Office of Emergency Management. The Office of Emergency Management will continue to provide consistent and robust support for the county and city in hands-on training and accountability for effective and efficient all hazards response. In 2020 and through the COVID-19 pandemic, emergency management will continue to focus on response and recovery with partnering agencies. Mission. The mission of the Lake County Office of Emergency Management is to coordinate Lake County and the City of Leadville's efforts to prevent, protect, mitigate, respond, and recover from all hazard events, and assist with regional, state, and federal emergencies and disasters. Lodging Tax Fund. The Lodging Tax Fund is administered by the Tourism Panel. The panel is comprised of community members and a county commissioner that are active in utilizing the professional services of marketing consultants for social media and advertising the tourism industry of the county. Lodging tax revenue through 2020 was slightly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The fund balance from the previous years remains healthy, however. Capital Acquisition Fund. The most significant line item earmarked in this fund is for the construction of Fire Station 2, Emergency Responder Station, at approximately, and we can, if this number is not correct, we can correct that, $1.2 million for 2021. The upfront cost for completion of the project will be incurred by the county in 2021. The City of Leadville and the Fire Department through the Wildfire Fund have agreed to split this cost with the county evenly between 3 entities. Payments are to be made to the county over the next 10 years. Capital leases for the solar panel array and the lease for the compactor and loader are also included in the fund for 2021. Grant Fund. There are several revolving projects within the Grant Fund. Oh, and actually this, I'm sorry, we did discuss this yesterday at our work session, the capital fund acquisition, and probably actually putting those dollars in the grant fund. So I apologize. I did not correct the budget message to reflect that. I should mention that. There are several revolving projects within the grant fund that are essential to the services and operations of the county. This fund stands to account for the reimbursement costs associated with each grant managed by the county. Some of these projects include the Office of Emergency Management, the Lake County Link through Summit Stage, the recycling roll-off truck expenses, several grants through Build a Generation and Get Outdoors Leadville, as well as Justice Center development projects, Fire Station 2, and the Airport Industrial Park. Public Health Agency Fund. Public health continues to experience cutbacks from the federal and state government funding agencies. The agency provides immunizations, family planning, and clinics to the community at a reduced cost. Some of these costs are recouped through the private insurance contracts that the department has been able to obtain. Build a Generation, Get Outdoors Leadville, and more recently the Senior Center services, well, this is not correct, are housed under the Public Health Department. As of January 2020, Build a Generation has transitioned out from under Public Health to stand as a separate nonprofit agency. Currently, the Lake County Public Health Department administers the following services: environmental health, vital statistics, early and periodic screening, diagnostic and treatment, or EPSDT, MCH, maternal and child health, immunization, family planning, emergency preparedness, child fatality, and COVID-19 response. With state and federal support through CARES Act funding, public health continues to navigate needed staffing and services, including but not limited to contact tracing, inspection, and other demands through response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Blood Lead Monitoring Fund, a withdrawal from the Sarco Kids First Trust. Okay, well, we have not determined that either, so I will flag that. I apologize. With no major expenses, the fund balance has been utilized to absorb the cost for prior years. The blood lead testing and possible remediation for children, families, and homes in the community will be continued for the coming years and are a valuable resource for our community. Human Services. The largest expenditure of the Human Services budget continues to be the non-cash food assistance. We can check if that is accurate for 2020. The portion of the mill levy dedicated to this fund is reduced from 2020 to 2021. I'm sorry, we need to verify that with our final numbers. State reimbursements remain constant and constitute 85% of the Human Services budget in Lake County. Our focus on prevention services for families has resulted in fewer out-of-home placements of children and successful preservation of safe families. This results in cost savings across multiple systems. This year, due to the COVID pandemic, DHS adopted a new model of remote operations in alignment to similar operational structures implemented across the state. The office space vacated by the DHS is intended to house the probation office. Mine closure fund. We don't yet know what we're going to transfer over to the mine closure fund. Insurance fund, the county is set to experience a 0% increase of health insurance premium costs for 2021. The county also pays for casualty and property pool and liability insurance out of the insurance fund, which will also experience a slight increase. The slight increase in mills to this fund is due to the increase in health insurance. Okay, well, that is not accurate. I apologize. Services provided and supported by Lake County government in fiscal year 2021 continue to include, but are not limited to, county commissioners, clerk and recorder, elections, treasurer, assessor, sheriff, jail, coroner, finance, human resources, information technology, recreation, maintenance, public parks and facilities, aquatic center, economic development, community development, building and land use, mapping, district attorney, streetlights, fire department, public library, senior services, veteran services, animal control, road and bridge, public health, human services, airport, blood lead monitoring, landfill closure fund, ambulance services, search and rescue, E911 emergency telephone, public Wi-Fi, grants, and insurance fund. And then it goes on to our assessed value. In the 2021 budget, the Lake County 2020 net assessed valuation is assessed at a value of $222,890,741, a decrease from 2020 net total assessed value of $241,015,313. And then we can go on to revenue calculated and mill levies set per funds, and we can finalize those numbers for our meeting on December 15th. Does anyone have any, well, I hope you took notes, any glaring notes to shoot out right now that I can write down to go back to certain sections and be sure to look at.
No, I don't have anything at this point. Definitely wanted to take a moment to add in, while we have everyone on the phone, my gratitude to Crystal for her hard work on this document this year. I know that everything had been pressed with COVID, and then you add on top of that a complete software implementation to be done prior to the end of the year. And I just want to be sure that she knows that we are, at least I am very grateful for her help and for putting this budget together with all that she had going on. I can't express enough how proud I am of the work that she's done.
I agree. Thank you, Commissioner Marcella.
Thank you both. I appreciate that.
All right. So with that, I think we will be ready to move into getting that finalized and getting a copy up on the website prior to approval on Tuesday. We'll aim to get that up potentially Monday morning at the latest, but have that ready to go for additional public view and inspection. And if anyone has questions in the meantime, they can reach out to us or our finance director, Crystal, or find a copy of the preliminary document on our county website. So with that, we can go ahead and move into our next agenda item, which is the distribution of CARES Act funds. Commissioner Mudge, do you want to start this out?
Sure. I actually also remembered, I think, did we put this on the agenda for the special meeting tomorrow? I have to pull up what Patty had posted, but did that slip our minds? I think we're all looking right now. Any? Okay, on the planner, it says, yep. Commissioners will hold a special meeting to formally allocate CARES funding, followed by work session to discuss public feedback from the budget hearing, conversation with SO on budget and budget message and other general budget items to wrap up. I'm sorry, Commissioner Marcella.
That's okay.
We were.
So we will move that, table that item until tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay. Mayor Labbe, do you have anything else to add at this point?
I will tell you, we all love the budget process, but I am so glad to get this baby put to bed. We think we finalized yesterday. You guys are very close. But I really appreciate the openness that's been between the county and city. Anything I've asked from Patty or Crystal or the county commissioners has been forthcoming. And so I love that sharing in terms of trying to kind of work together, on our budget towards our community's best interest. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for inviting us to listen in on your budget hearings as well. that was really, no, it was really good for us to take part in that because, you know, there were several things that, like the animal shelter and the fire department, that we wanted to make sure that we kind of hammered out prior to our final adoption. And so I think Crystal's got those numbers yesterday from Donna, so we'll make sure to have in there those projected numbers for the city and in tune with what our IGAs are. So
yeah, well, I think between Crystal and Donna, we were in good hands. So.
Yeah, I think so too. It worked out really well, and the collaboration that we had this year through the budget with the city was really great. So thank you for that as well.
You bet. Thanks.
Absolutely.
All right. So with that, we will adjourn this morning at 9:34 a.m. and pick up tomorrow. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.